What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite and most important lineups for the B site on Dust 2 as fast as I possibly can. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a face at level 10 that watches CS2 demos pretty much for a living, so hopefully that qualifies me to show you a few utility tips and tricks for the map. Alright, let's not waste any more time and get started by talking about everyone's favorite call, the B rush. Of course, you could just run out dry and get massacred, but that wouldn't be too fun. When it comes to rushing this site, by far the most useful smoke you can throw is by passing over this piece of sheet metal, aiming up and slightly to the left of this ladder, and doing a running jump throw just before you hit the wall. This is going to perfectly smoke off doors well before any of your teammates are ever going to make it out of tunnels. Now, keep in mind, if you decide to cross towards car, anyone up here on scaffolding can see over that smoke, so just make sure you're clearing it. Now, a lot of times after I throw the smoke, again, it's just gonna look something like this, I'm gonna end up running up with my team, and just as they're about to head out, I get stuck into this corner and do a simple jump throw right here at this dark mark above the doorway. And I end up throwing 2 flashes like this, and that's gonna full blind anyone that's positioned out here on the outside of puns without hardly any time to react whatsoever. It's also going to catch anyone back here towards the backside of sight or just playing up close. It's a nice little flash to layer up, and then of course if you have a teammate that's maybe second or third back on the actual rush, having them just run throw one up towards the top of this window is going to also full blind anyone up here towards window. As you can see, this dude was definitely throwing that arm up from being blind. It's also going to blind anyone here on back sight, and hey, your teammates are going to be able to run out and stare right at this thing and not get blinded at all. Now, along with all those supportive flashes, having someone throw a molly just up above this triangle as they're coming out of tunnels is also going to be ideal. That way you can burn out all these positions back here to make it even more uncomfortable for anyone anchoring B. Now, before I jump into the CT side of things and talk about even more, I do want to thank today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. But what's SkinsMonkey, you might ask? Well, it's an automated CS2 trading site that provides an instant way for you to get new skins, and all you have to do is select the old skins that you don't want anymore and grab some new ones from the monkey. They also have a 24/7 live support system and some amazing filter and selection features. But that's not all. You could get up to a free $5 when using code TACTICS on the site. And you could also get up to a 35% deposit bonus when using that same code. So don't miss out on this offer. Go ahead and click that link down in the description and check out SkinsMonkey today. Let's get back into the video. Now, on the flip side, when you're playing CT, it's actually pretty easy to defend against a rush if you know what you're doing. Alright, so let's take a look at this from the CT side perspective. Pretty much any spawn you get, you can beat the B site rush. So generally, let's say you start the round off, what I generally am going to do is I'm just going to move up here pretty much as fast as possible. I'll do a little spot up there towards top mid. I'll do a run throw and release with an incendiary up at that, and then at 146, I'll throw an HE in there as well. And that's going to drill anyone that's trying to run through this full ticked molly. If they smoke it, that nade should hit them, slow them down, catch them off guard, and really do a number on anyone that's trying to rush this position. And yeah, of course, I realized I did that pretty quickly. I just wanted to demonstrate how it all looks in one motion. Generally, as you're running up, just to slow things down, you're going to do a run throw at this nice wooden crossbeam right here. Just a nice run throw. It should land in the dead center here, again, to catch anyone at a full tick molly if they try to run through. And then I wait till about 146, because that's the timing that they would actually be in the middle of that molly. And I'm going to throw an HE pretty much in the same fashion. You can also, it doesn't really matter where you are. A lot of times I'm like further up into sight by 146. I'll just throw it like this. Again, doesn't matter. Just get it in there towards the tunnels, and you're going to do a ton of damage on anyone moving through. So now let's talk about a non-rush execute or even a B pop. At the professional level, a lot of times you'll see faster paced plays to where they're just trying to catch the B anchor in an isolated duel well before the rotate player in mid is able to help out. So you'll see more of these types of B pops. And the most common flash I'll see for a B pop is someone up alongside this box, and they're going to do a nice simple left click throw at this dark mark right here. This flash is going to pop on the right side here. It's not going to blind you at all, but it's going to devastate anyone that's playing either up close here on the back side of this wall, or even if they're sitting out here holding you from mid doors, they're also getting blinded with this without too much reaction time. This is a great flash to throw. And a lot of times what I'll do is just before I throw that flash in that same position, I'll do a simple left click throw with a smoke right here. And then right when we're ready to go, right as that thing's about to land, I'll just throw a nice little flash right here, pop through, and boom, just like that, you have a little smoke flash combo to surprise the B anchor and hopefully get an isolated duel. Now, if you're going for a more organized set execute, you can get stuck into this corner right here, have a teammate drop you an extra smoke, and do a simple jump throw at this top dot right here for a door smoke. Now, you can go down from this dot alongside this larger mark here and do another jump throw for a window smoke. And if you throw these quickly, they land about a second apart, and you have these perfect smokes. One's going to land right here, just like the others we've shown. The other's going to be up here in this window and completely smoke off both of these positions. Now, if you pair up all of that supporting utility we showed off in the Rush showcase, well, guess what? You have a pretty potent execute here for B site. Now, if you'd rather go mid to B, if you get stuck into this corner right here along Xbox, aim at this bolt all the way to the right of the plank and do a crouching jump throw. You can then stand up and do a simple left click with a flash into this corner right as the smoke pops, to where you can fly out here and destroy anyone that's playing up close towards those mid doors. Now, you do want to make sure you're clearing out this little pocket here, but overall you should be completely safe to cross all the way up here onto site and take some surprising fights. Now, moving back to CT, since we've shown how to take the site, if you want to retake it, you can do a simple left click throw up at this little intersection in the wires, and guess what? You've blinded literally every single position that could be standing here and watching the entrance to the doors. This is an unbelievable flash, and if you implement this into your games, you are definitely going to get your teammates onto the retake a little bit more effectively. Alright, sometimes you're going to end up getting smoked off here on the doors. So if you're ever in that situation, you can actually walk up here onto the side of the scaffolding and just do a simple left click to the left of this pillar to completely molly out all of dark. This is really useful whenever you're going for a retake, because it's going to push players out of that nice tucked position. Now, the one flaw to all of that is the fact that, hey, if it's not smoked off, you're probably going to get buried from someone around card. So if it's not smoked, you can get all the way up here onto this little box, go into the far corner, and do a simple jump throw at this little bolt here in the door. That's going to land pretty much the exact same way and molly out this position completely, just as you would expect. Now, if they've ever smoked you off, it may be difficult to see in to smoke off tunnels. As you can see, it's a little bit of guesswork. So if you get stuck into this corner right here and do a simple jump at the bottom right of this tooth, well, that's consistently going to land right here in the front of tons. I like throwing it that way, and from that same exact position, you can aim up to this little intersection and do a molly for a big box. This is going to push them back a little bit, making it easier to fight and trade someone out from behind there. And hey, that exact same lineup also works straight with a flash to blind anyone on site and allow your teammates to get out. Overall, it's just going to disrupt any sort of B post-plant setup. Alright, so that pretty much completes my list of essential utility that everyone should know for Dust 2 on the B site. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments below, and let me know which site you'd like to see me do next. And before I go, I do want to thank all of my channel members on screen right now. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to do what I love every single day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.